Let's get into the chaos.
Alright, another video I wanted to do for a while. Glitches galore. I already did a glitches video before. This was actually one of the videos, one of the clips I included in that video. Just playing as Supersonic and Sonic Mania. This absolutely amazing game. You know, no flaws in it at all. Nothing bad can go wrong in this game, but wait a second. The music cut out. What? That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to go back to the regular the regular stage theme. Yeah, it's supposed to go back to the regular stage theme. Crazy, man. Sonic Mania, rats. And I thought it was a perfect, flawless game where nothing could possibly go wrong. That's not the only glitch that can happen in this game. You can also, you know, get crushed when you didn't actually get crushed. You know, you kind of jump in between where it thinks you're getting crushed at. You know, you're kind of in a placement, or it just thinks you're between two objects crushing you. So, you know, that can happen too. Again, something minor that also happened back in the classic games. I remember that happening to me all the time. In Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, you know, all those. So, you know, Mania's just keeping that intact, you know. But is that all Sonic Mania has? Just a minor glitch that could happen to anybody, you know, just a minor glitch. A very small, insignificant glitch that doesn't change anything. Huh, it's a pretty bad glitch. You're just stuck in the fire. Stuck in the wall somewhere. Huh. Can't escape. Burning in hell. Quite literally. Well, I guess you're not actually burning, you know, you're just kind of in hell. You know, they took away the pain at this point. But that's just Sonic games for you, man. Sonic games, they're always buggy messes. It's all Sonic games. Even the good ones, like Sonic Mania. Every single Sonic game is always filled with glitches and just always gonna be a buggy mess. Like Sonic Frontiers here. Yeah, that's right. I clipped a little bit into the wall. Terrible, terrible game. In this moment in Sonic Frontiers right here, well, I'm just attacking all these enemies, and then all of a sudden, one of them just becomes unattackable. Just wanders off. I also showed this one before as a short, but it hasn't been watched very much, so you know I might as well add it to this compilation of glitches. Yep, just can't be attacked. And this minor glitch right here, where one of the Cocos just randomly gets sent to the back rooms. Right here. Visual glitch. Oh, this game is freaking terrible. Terrible, I tell you. Look at this glitch nonsense right here. Wait, hold on. Now, hold on. So when you run and jump, right, you're supposed to jump like that, right? But sometimes when you just do it properly and actually jump at the right timing. Wait. Oh, look at that. You can jump way farther. You can maintain that momentum and jump further. How dare they make that a thing in this game? That was clearly a glitch and clearly unintentional, and they should feel ashamed of themselves. Look at that. See the difference? There's other type of glitch here where you can jump higher again by jumping off the terrain. Yeah. A glitch. Terrible. Curse Sonic Frontiers for having all these terrible glitches. Look at that. I can basically get up there onto that platform if I do it right. Just as soon as I get good at the game. I mean, as soon as I figure out this glitch. Wait, hold on. Yeah, see, I got up there. See, glitch, buggy mess. Can't get up there normally, but when I do the running and jumping, it actually happens. Terrible. This game, the glitch here is obviously being able to climb up this wall when it's basically a steep slope, and there's no reason why Sonic should be able to do this. So it's a glitch, and it's terrible. Why would the game have this? Terrible. Look at that. Once again, barely clipped into the wall. Crazy. Look at that glitch. Terrible, terrible, man. Terrible. Look at that. Just right behind the collision of the wall, man. So terrible. Now just watch this. The glitch here is having the stall fall thing cutscene clip play when I got that turned off. I don't have the collection of the purple coins turned on, and then therefore there should not be any stars falling from the sky under any circumstances. Even though this is also used to display that enemies are returning, but it doesn't matter because since the other thing's off, it shouldn't play at all. Glitch, crazy. Like I said, it's just every Sonic game is just a buggy, glitchy mess, man. Even this newest Shadow Generations has glitches in it. Look at that. Jumped straight through a wall. And that's not all. Look at that! A super high jump for no reason! I gotta say, man, Sega, they just can't quit. They just always have to make glitches in the game. Like, every single game always is maxed out with glitches and is just terribly unplayable, unforgivable. And look at this. The lag before the freaking enemies got out the box. And look at this. During a cutscene, Knuckles showing up. We're not in gameplay. What is Knuckles doing? Look at this. Just sliding backwards up the hill. Up the slope. Up the wall. Crazy, man. Huh. Going through walls. Of course. Classic. Did you see that? Just went straight through that panel right there. Glitch, obviously. Not like you can just go through those panels without doing this. So that's obviously a glitch. Okay, but this one, again, with these blocks going through walls. Don't you look at that right there? Did you see that? Hold on, go back. I didn't touch the fire. Wait. There it goes! I didn't touch the fire and I exploded! I mean, I died, but I exploded! Look at that! Oh, man. This game loaded with glitches, I tell you. And look at this moment right here. Yep. Once again, just able to go straight through the wall. Like I'm some kind of Danny Phantom or something. Ghost type Pokemon maybe, a mystery dungeon. I mean, I just can't believe Sonic, man. The Sega series is so garbage, man. Like, they just glitches galore, and that. Wait a second. This ain't Sonic. This is Mario. What? Hold on. Was that a glitch right there? In a Mario game? Nah, that didn't count. That was just a misstep. It was a clearly that doesn't count. That was no proof of an actual glitch. That was just a little. The red shell, it can miss sometimes. That's just how it happens, you know. Sometimes it just kind of bugs out. I mean, not bug, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not a bug. It's just it doesn't count. That doesn't that Mario 64. Mario 64 doesn't count. That's an old game. Mario 64 has glitches. It's just they don't bad glitches though. That wasn't bad. Just getting stuck in the water for a little bit. That wasn't bad. That's not even like a bad thing to happen. Really, it doesn't even count as a glitch. Mario jumping on an explosion doesn't count either. I mean, clearly it was intended for that to happen since it happens every time you go near an explosion, Mario jumps off of the explosion. That means it was clearly intended by the developers to be able to jump off the explosion, so that doesn't count either. You can't pick out little teeny tiny, not even glitches, like little mishaps, like I don't even know what to... Going through the walls, huh? That doesn't count either. It doesn't count. This is Mario Sunshine, and everyone knows Mario Sunshine is the worst of the Mario games. So clearly, the picking out the few little bugs the worst Mario game has clearly does not mean anything. I mean, Sonic games are still just glitchy messy. Like everything about them is just glitchy and crazy and unfinished and everything. And Mario games, they don't count. This little time of going through the wall, that doesn't count. All right, Mario games are still completely polished and have nothing wrong with them at all. That wasn't a glitch. You clearly just missed Shadow Mario. That was not just the game just not registering the hits, and you actually literally 100% just missed him every single time you sprayed that water. It did not connect with him, so that's not a glitch either. You just suck at the game. Get good. Skill issue. Like if we replay the footage and just look at it again, you're clearly missing every shot. You're missing. You just went way over his head. It's not like you stood in front of him before and hit him with the water last time. So clearly it's a different scenario entirely and was not a bug in any type of way. You still missed those shots. That's not proof of anything. You clearly look. Run the footage one more time. Run the footage, because I'm not gonna let your skill issue try to denounce a Mario game and thinking it's terrible and has any bugs whatsoever. See, if you run the footage again, you clearly missed everything. Even though the water splashed back and forth and landed on the spot, you missed. You missed. Get good at the game. What else can I tell you? Okay, that doesn't count either. Clearly, the hit detection is right there, directly in the center, so you can't. It doesn't count because the hit detection is only supposed to specifically be in those specific areas. Just because you found a spot where you're not getting hit, that doesn't mean anything. That's just how the developers made it, because they wanted to make it a little easier for beginners, so that they could not get hurt in certain spots where the developers knew that they would end up standing in. Because that's easy trap for beginners. So they obviously took away the hit detection for that. That doesn't count. You can't blame the game for that. That's not a glitch. Oh, come on, that definitely doesn't count. You're obviously on a rotating platform, and the game still operates in that little bit of time, so just because Mario moved away from the start doesn't mean anything. It doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's not an exploit of any kind, really. That's just how the game naturally functions. That's how it's supposed to happen. Like, you can't blame the game for that, of moving on the platform you're still standing on. That's obvious gonna happen. Like, any other game would do the same thing. That doesn't count, bro. That doesn't count. Oh, what's wrong with that? The game doesn't have to register. Oh, he screamed twice after. That doesn't count either, man. That's just a little. That's the Mario games. That doesn't. I. That's just a little noise complaint, man. That's just a little noise. Reclip. It happens sometimes when Mario dies because it just happens that way, you know. Oh my God! Let's get, dude. You're bad at the game. You missed. You missed. That wasn't a glitch. It didn't. You missed. You clearly 100% missed. There's nothing else to say. You're just bad at the game. You can't call that a glitch because you're bad at the game. And now you're just nitpicking because that wasn't even really a glitch, honestly. I was she's clearly just standing on top of it. It just can't really show that she's standing on top. So, you know, just because her body's clipping a little bit through it doesn't mean anything. That's literally just a visual glitch. That doesn't really count. Like, she's not going through nothing for real. Like, come on now. Alright, now on to Pokemon. I just wanted to do the little playful back and forth with Mario and Sonic because, you know, if you've been on the internet, know these games, you know that people love to criticize Sonic games for having glitches in them. Mario games obviously have glitches. Like, every game obviously have glitches in them, but nobody really ever denounces the quality of Mario games when they find glitches in them. You know, there's whole channels dedicated to finding glitches even throughout like every Mario game, and you know, Sonic's still gonna be the bad game series that has glitchy messes and unfinished, unpolished and all that stuff, regardless of what type of glitch you run into. Like, even if it's, you know, I was just joking about the little stuff in Sonic Frontiers that may or may not be a glitch, you know, like the momentum thing or whatever the heck. And Mario, if it's something the same, like, I probably wouldn't even call it a glitch, but you know, other people might call it a glitch. And the point about it was that if it happens in a Sonic game, it's gonna be considered a glitch. But if it happens in a Mario game or any other game for that matter, you probably wouldn't even like recognize it. You know, like literally the last one I just showed. That might be past us now. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen anyone really talk about Sonic Superstars, so I don't know. I know people complained a little bit about Frontier still, but that was for like other stuff really. I don't think anyone really brought up glitches, but yeah, that was just